Hey, hi everyone. So this is our Cucumber tutorial session 6. In this tutorial, I will be looking into the Cucumber docstring and the Cucumber runner class and Cucumber report generation. Okay. So let me first take you to my Eclipse and see the Cucumber docstring feature. Okay. So docstring, why we need docstring and what is docstring? So docstring in Cucumber is one of the important feature. Like suppose in your application, your website, you are gonna check some huge paragraph or a fact module, if it is coming or not, that text is coming or not. So if it is more than one line, and if it is if it is more than one line, or if it is huge, then how are you gonna check that if it is available in the website or not? In that case, you will be using the docstring feature to parse that information. Okay, and it will pass as a string argument to the step differential classes. So this is a dummy docstring feature that I've created. So what I'm doing, I'm navigating the website and I need to check in that website that this information should be present. Okay, it may be a two line or maybe a 5 to 10 lines long, huge. Okay, so suppose the paragraph, I need to check this paragraph should be present. So this will be carried out using the docstring feature, and inside the triple double quotes I need to mention whatever the paragraph here, whatever the sentences I need to check. Okay, so let me go to the step definition of classes. uh, Okay, so this is a step difference classes that I mentioned when you navigate to the website. I'm just printing the message in the console, and the next thing I'm printing the checking details expected test. Actually, in this example, I'm not navigating to any website. Okay, that's why I've taken a string website text. Okay, and the whatever the docstring feature that I have passed, that mentioned in that step, so same string I have mentioned in the one string variable, I mean string object, the same thing. So website text dot equals the details. So the docstring that I mentioned here, and docstring are handy for passing a large piece of information to a distribution file. All that will be stored in the string details that I'm calling as a string object argument. Okay. So if the text dot equal dot details are equal to true, then expected display, and is not true, then expected text not displayed. Okay. So in your case, when you will be actually navigating the website, and if you have something like a web element and some field need to be checked, so you can easily do like that, like web element. Uh, Suppose web element found as a web element FAQ. So there's a feature you can do like that. So, but for the particular web element, like web element FAQ fact, so FAQ dot get text dot equals details equal to true, then we can say that expected display, or if it is not true, then we can say the expected not displaying. You can put the assert statement also. Okay, I will show you another, I mean, a practical way how we can approach it for web page. So let me just run it first quickly. Okay, the scenario got passed, so I'm navigating the website. Actually, not navigating. I'm just checking whatever the document I passed in the step different feature file that is it is getting validated or not. Okay, so the string that I mentioned in the step feature is same with the string that I mentioned in the class step definition classes. So it's saying that expected text display. Okay. So for docstring app, prepare another feature like example, like in take the okay, one of the examples. So make my trip validation. So that's a feature file I've created. So this feature file, what it will do, user sign in validation in the make my trip. So skip that first scenario. Uh, Let me take the last scenario, footer validation in unauthenticated stage. So what exactly I will be doing here, like make my trip home page is displaying. Okay, I'm never gonna make my page. Then I will check for the presence of my make my trip logo, and I will scroll down to check why make my trip. Okay, and that will contains the huge text that why should I use make my trip. So this is a huge text I need to validate. Okay, basically a long text that I need to validate, and for that I will be using the docstring feature. And check for booking flight with MMT. Let me show you first. Mm, okay, okay. So here in this page, I am seeing that why make my trip, and this contains the huge paragraphs. Okay, the answer is given as a huge paragraph. This leading clear to the online blah 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 and to the best offer to his customers. Next, I'm going booking flight to make my trip. This is also contains book flight, the ticket is the leading flight and blah blah blah. Your flight status and fare drops. Next, domestic flight with make my trip. So these three huge paragraph that I need to check if it is exist in the make my trip homepage or not. Okay, that I will be doing using this. Will be passing this huge string as a docstring feature in my feature file, and in the step difference classes the same I will pass it as a string variable inside the method. Okay, so let me run it first. Make my trip footer validations. Hold on. For that I already created a test on our classes. Let me delete that process as of now. Okay, so let me run my, let's see. So it will run the make my trip footer validations only, that tag only. Tag scenario will be only check. So I browser tester navigator check in the Internet Explorer browser here. Oh, it's taking some time. So page got loaded successfully. It's scrolling down to the below and close. Okay, and check for domestic flash reference. Yeah, so the result I can see that this is my feature file for that make my trip footer relations of unauthenticated stage. Total 6 steps was there and once in a total was passed. And let me quickly take you to my step definition classes of this. Okay, so all that step has been passed, 6 steps. And okay, and scroll down to check why make my tree. Okay. So in the first, scroll down to check why make my trip. So in these steps what I'm doing, actually I'm passing the huge doc string as a text, string text. Okay, and the next thing, this I'm doing just scrolling down to the below to moving to the element. Okay, and in the next sections asserting if the text is exist or not. If the text is not doesn't exist in that applications, that it will fail the case. In my case the text is exist, that huge text that I pass, that the leading player in some in booking in India make my offers getables, that huge text does exist in that applications. So that's why it's printing like asserting why make my tip summary text, and it got passed successfully. Okay, so assert true text was missing in footer. If it is not able to find the expected text in the web page, then it will show us the message. And what I'm doing for that web element dot get text and then equal ignore case, I'm checking the text, the docstring text that I passed inside the method. I will be checking this. Okay, it should contain the, if you ignore the cases for two strings, you can just checking if it is both equal or not. And if it is doesn't find anything, then it will print the no such element exceptions. And this will, and if you not able to find the mmd dot answer underscore one, this wave element, this will find that there is no such element, and along with it will print the stack trace. So same for the other also, and check for booking flight with mmd. So this in this step itself I am doing the same. I'm asserting the footer mmd dot footer underscore 2, that XPath text I'm asserting. So what is mmd dot footer underscore 2? Let me take you to the declarations. Okay, so public variable when footer underscore that I have mentioned here is a separate page com.cucumber page in the main Java. So all the pages related web elements that I mentioned, that I kept in a separate page. Okay, so you can see that public web element footer dot 2, it's a method, and also it will, if you call that method, it will return the web element footer underscore 2. Okay, so for is footer underscore 2, this is the web element public by footer. So by selector, css selector I've used, so it will choose the that particular web element. You can directly use the web element in the step definition. You directly call it also mmd dot footer dot get text, or you can directly use the method also, that the method will return the web element directly. Okay, so the web element I have mentioned in the separate pages. Actually, I mean, in practical scenario, when you will be doing, it's good to use some separate set of pages that will be holding all your web elements and your methods needed for your testing. Okay, so I'm checking if the particular web elements text is same with the docstring feature, then it will assert. I'm asserting some. I'm asserting that if it is exist or not, and if accordingly it will get passed. So same for the third one. Check domestic flight with MNT. I'm asserting the same, and if it exists, then it will pass successfully. So in my case, both three of the fields, three of the huge paragraph that I've written using docstring are actually present in the applications. So that's why it's getting passed successfully. Okay, so logo is successfully, then asserting three of the text, and tested memo got destroyed. And if you can see the JUnit and all those scenario got and step got passed successfully. Okay. So this is the docstring feature, that if you want to parse a huge text of informations, then you can use the docstring feature. The text or the paragraph you need to mention on the triple double quote. Okay. So now let me take out the Cucumber runner class. So as of now, I have shown you that we are executing this way, like we are writing a demo feature file, then we are implemented the Java code and mentioned in this the different part, different test set of Java. We are creating a step definition classes, or we can say it's a glue of that my feature code, and we are executing that feature file this way, like run as Cucumber feature, right? So there is another way, like if you use tag hooks, yeah, if you want to run multiple feature as a simultaneous as a single time, then you should use the Cucumber runner classes. Okay, so this is a simple feature file that I've created earlier. The registration marker is set, and this feature containing two different scenarios tagged with the different tags. Okay, one is for admin scenarios and another is for user scenario. And for this feature file, I'm implementing the glue code inside the Cucumber test packages. That's step definition of Java. This is my glue code for my demo feature file. Okay, after that we are gonna we're gonna execute the feature file by utilizing our test runner classes. Okay, so for the demo feature file, I've created the test runner classes inside the src test java cucumber runner packages test runner demo. So first I would like to tell that Cucumber uses the native JUnit framework. Okay, so as it is using the native JUnit framework, so if you want to execute a multiple feature file, so I should have the test runner class. Okay, so Cucumber also uses the JUnit test runner classes. In that we need to mention run with. We need to import the run with option, run with classes, that org.junit.runner the run with, and inside that we need to mention the Cucumber class. And second thing, we need to import the Cucumber options as a class of a Cucumber API and the Cucumber API JUnit classes. Okay. So inside the Cucumber options, it's basically the types or the settings that we will be doing for our test. So inside the Cucumber's options, we have several options. We can select strict, feature, plugin, tags, monochrome, glue, and diagram. So I will let you know one by one what is that. Like for strict, we can say it like strict. Basically it will check for the pending if your test have any pending steps or missing steps or not. If while the running the test runner classes, it find that some step is yet to be implemented, that will fail your feature, fail your classes. Okay, and the execution will get failed. So it will try to find the pending steps or missing steps and fail if not find. Okay, and the next one is the features. So features, I can say that whatever the features I want to execute, I need to mention the path here. Okay, so the feature path, the path I have to mention the feature I want to execute. Need to provide path of feature. Next option is plugin. It was used as a format. Now the format is deprecated. Now we use the plugin. So plugin, inside the plugin, we will be using the reporting format. After the test runner class is passed successfully, executed successfully. So the HTML reporting format, it out of the reporting format I want, it should get generated in the targeted folder. The targeted folder and the path I need to mention. Okay, so I can see that pretty standard output is the reporting format, and HTML will be generated in this folder: Eclipse, Selenium, Cucumber, Validation, reports, and Cucumber Pretty. So not only we can generate report as a HTML, we can also generate report as a JSON format also. Okay, so Cucumber.json, that report will be generated. Along with there is an advanced reporting format that we can see utilizing the extent reporting that I will cover later in next sessions. So plugin will contains the reporting features. Okay. The next thing is tag. Tag I have discussed in my previous tutorial that tags, whatever the tags you will mention in the feature file, and suppose in your case you want to pass tag with only user. Suppose one feature have containing more than 10 scenario. Okay, and some scenario are tagged to regressions or some are sanity. Now you want to execute only the regression scenarios. The scenarios tagged to regressions. So you can mention the tag hooks inside that tags admin and user. For my case, there is two tags admin and user. If you want to run both, then I can mention tags admin and user. And if you want to run only the user, then I need to mention one symbol here like excluding. This will skip the admin tag and it will only execute the user tag. Okay. So tags for tag hooks for scenario. Next thing is monochrome. Monochrome is a property to enhance the readability. If you use the monochrome functionality as a false, then it will I will run once and we will see the difference if you use the monochrome as a true or a false. So if you put the monochrome as true, then it will enhance our readability. Okay, so enhance the readability. Next thing is glue code. This is one of the important part, and I can say that the most important options is here the glue code. The whatever the step definition class is the glue code that you have created for your feature file, that you need to provide the path here. For my demo feature file, I have created the step definition classes or your glue code inside the com.cucumber.test packages. So I have to mention the path here. So I'm mentioning the package name, that it's containing the same. I mean. It's containing the same folder structure, maintaining the same folder structure. So I'm just providing the package name. So it will search through my folder structure, find the package, and it will search that if the glue code is exist or not. Okay, so glue code provide your step definition. classes path. Okay, so this is class path. Another one is dry run. Dry run is dry run will check if we have some pending steps or not. It will check. And but difference with the dry run and the strict is that dry run will not fail your case. If you put the strict as a true, it will fail your case. But in this case of dry run, it won't fail your case, but rather it will script. Okay, we'll check if you have pending or missing step, but will not fail scripts. Okay, so now you are aware of the different term putting as a stick true. So let's run it. Okay, and we'll see. So test runner at Java, I'm running it. Okay, so one scenario, 5 state, total everything I'm getting, and now you can see that I mean it's not much readable, right? Like some unnecessary symbol is coming. That is coming due to the I turned as a monochrome as a false. Now if we turn as a monochrome as a true, I will. Oh, sorry. I will execute in the next time. And one more thing I can say, I have made the strict equal to true and diagon equal to true. So if I've made diagon equal to true, so see, it's actually, I mean, giving indication that a scenario has been passed. Okay, but if we go deep inside to the scenario, we can see that every step has been skipped. So if you put diagon equal to true, so it will not actually, I mean, execute your test method. I mean, test methods. Rather, it will, I mean, go through the scenario and it will check if there is pending or missing steps. So there is or not. Okay, that's it. So for our case, I will be putting as a diagon equal to false. Diagon equal to false. Let me put this one. Okay. I'll let put strict equal to true. This is no issue. And all the features, plugin, tags, monochrome, everything has been imported. Tags I have put it as a only user tag will execute it because has been tag has been given a symbol that it won't execute it. Okay, I mentioned the symbol is a cat symbol. Now let me run it again and let's see the result. Okay, so I mean putting diagram as a false and strict equal to true. Uh, my feature file is getting executed. Marker is let's set open, provide username password for user, and then I'm closing the browser. Okay. Okay. So let's see the result. I mean, the console window, you can see that one scenario, one passed, and total 5 steps that hasn't passed. Only the user scenario only get passed. Okay, the scenario I can see that scenario single registration for user. Cause the admin symbol I have skipped here. Now if you want to pass both, and one more thing, we can see that monochrome property I turned into so it's much more readable, right? It's much more readable, like than the earlier time we have seen. Okay. So stick equal to true. Now both the text should get passed, and let me run it again and see the result. So it's running our tests. Meanwhile, I can tell you one more thing, like in the step differential classes I have mentioned this property, like just hold on, let me, I mean, wait for the completion of this. Okay, done. Okay, so both my scenario got executed successfully. Total 2 scenarios with 11 steps executed successfully. Okay, and for admin and for user. Okay, and what I was telling that if we have also used the after tag mentioning both tags after annotation including the both tags, and such after tag we had mentioned that It will also print the finished scenario in the report, as well as if there is network failure, application failure, it will take the screenshot and store in the report folder. Okay, so for my case also, let me take you to the package folder. So the reporting structure that I mentioned in the test runner classes as a pretty format standard output, and restore the report on this folder structure, Cucumber report Cucumber pretty. So it will also store the embedded screenshot if we have any failure. Okay, it also store the screenshot here also. So now let's me go to my report folder and let's have a look onto it how the report section has been generated for Cucumber pretty, the index format. Cucumber reports, then Cucumber pretty. So you can see that if you have any failure, that has taken the screenshot and added the screenshot in this folder. If you open the screenshot, you can see for my case we haven't any failures, so there is no screenshot. There's a earlier time I faced even not connected to a network, some network issue. That screenshot has been taken and stored in the folder successfully. And this is the my index of HTML reporting format. Okay, let me do one thing, like open the same in my browser and let's see. Okay, so this is the feature file. I mean, registration in the market site. Background rows given a valid set of data and access, and there is two background is applicable for both the scenarios under the single feature, and there are two scenario: admin scenario and user scenario. So we can see that the demo feature that I mentioned in, and after it got executed successfully, the report section got generated in HTML format, and this is the report sections. Okay, so both the scenario got passed successfully, and I'm getting the report also. Okay, so now you are aware of that test runner class of the Cucumber, that is the native JUnit framework of implementing the test runner classes, and how we can get the reporting structure or the screenshot if we have any failure. Okay, so there is another more thing, like for project, if you want more advanced reporting, then you can use the extend reporting format. Let's have a look on it. Like if we use the extend reporting format, this is my extend reporting format, so you can see that it's much more I mean detailed, like whatever the steps, everything is much more detailed. Let me take you to the extend reporting format. So the script I have taken for considerations are registration market classes that test the feature file got passed. So you can see the different things that whatever has been done. Single user registration for admin, the details single registration for user. So all the steps and advanced reporting format we can carry it out utilizing the external reporting format. That I will cover in the next sessions. It will take some time actually to discuss, to detail it. So that's all for Cucumber test runner classes, and now you can use the test runner class to execute a feature file. And if you want to have several feature file, you can mention comma wise. I mention all the feature file here, comma wise, and put your feature file this way. Okay, mention the full path. So if you have more than 5 or 6 or more than 10 feature file, you can utilize the single test runner to execute all the feature flags, and you can also use the tags, whatever the tags you want to execute. Accordingly, you can also generate the report. Okay. So that's all for today. So I've discussed about the Cucumber docstring, then Cucumber runner classes, then Cucumber report generations, how we can generate report using the pretty standard format and HTML, and how we can generate reporting in the Cucumber JSON reporting, yeah, extend reporting, that will cover in my next session. So that's all for today. Thank you.